Madan Mohan Malaviya was an Indian educationist and politician notable for his role in the Indian independence movement and as the four-time president of Indian National Congress. He was respectfully addressed as Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya and also addressed as Mahamana. Malaviya is most remembered as the founder of Banaras Hindu University at Varanasi in 1916, which was created under the B.H.U. Act, 1915. The largest residential university in Asia and one of the largest in the world, having over 35,000 students across arts, sciences, engineering, medical, agriculture, performing arts, law and technology. Malaviya was Vice-Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University from 1919 to 1938. Malaviya was the founder of Ganga Mahasabha at Haridwar in 1905. Malaviya was the president of the Indian National Congress on 2 occasions. He left Congress in 1934. He was a member of the Hindu Mahasabha. He was a president of the special session of Hindu Mahasabha in Gaya in 1922 and in Kashi in 1923. Malaviya was one of the founders of Scouting in India. He also founded a highly influential, English newspaper, The Leader, published from Allahabad in 1909. He was also the chairman of Hindustan Times from 1924 to 1946. His efforts resulted in the launch of its Hindi edition named Hindustan Dainik in 1936. Malaviya was posthumously conferred with Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, on December 24, 2014, a day before his 153rd birth anniversary. Early life and education. Malaviya was born in Allahabad, Northwestern Provinces, India on December 25, 1861, to Pandit Brejnath and Muna Devi. His ancestors, known for their Sanskrit scholarship, originally hailed from Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and hence came to be known as Malaviyas. Their original surname was Chaturvedi. His father was also a learned man in Sanskrit scriptures, and used to recite the Srimad Bhagavat. Malaviya was traditionally educated at 2 Sanskrit pathshalas and later continued education at an English school. Malaviya started his schooling at Hardiva's Dharma Gyanopadesh Pathshala, where he completed his primary education and later another school run by Vidyavardhini Sabha. He then joined Allahabad Zila School, where he started writing poems under the pen name Akaran, which were published in journals and magazines. Malaviya matriculated in 1879 from the Muir Central College, now known as Allahabad University. Harrison College's principal provided a monthly scholarship to Malaviya, whose family had been facing financial hardships, and he was able to complete his B.A. at the University of Calcutta. Although he wanted to pursue an M.A. in Sanskrit, his family conditions did not allow it and his father wanted him to take his family profession of Bhagavat recital. Thus in July 1884 Madan Mohan Malaviya started his career as an assistant master at the Govt High School in Allahabad. Political career. In December 1886, Malaviya attended the Second Indian National Congress session in Calcutta under chairmanship of Dadabhai Naoroji, where he spoke on the issue of representation in councils. His address not only impressed Dadabhai but also Raja Rampal Singh, ruler of Kalakankar estate near Allahabad, who started a Hindi weekly Hindustan but was looking for a suitable editor to turn it into a daily. Thus in July 1887, he left his school job and joined as the editor of the Nationalist Weekly. He remained here for 2.5 years, and left for Allahabad to join LLB. It was here that he was offered co-editorship of the Indian Opinion, an English daily. After finishing his law degree, he started practicing law at Allahabad District Court in 1891. And moved to Allahabad High Court by December 1893. Malaviya became the president of the Indian National Congress in 1909 and 1918. He was a moderate leader and opposed the separate electorates for Muslims under the Lucknow Pact of 1916. The Mahamana title was conferred to him by Mahatma Gandhi. To redeem his resolve to serve the cause of education and social service, he renounced his well-established practice of law in 1911, forever. In order to follow the tradition of sannyasa throughout his life, he pursued the avowed commitment to live on the society's support. But when 177 freedom fighters were convicted to be hanged in the Chauri Chaura case, he appeared before the court, despite his vow, and got acquitted 156 freedom fighters. He remained a member of the Imperial Legislative Council from 1912, and when in 1919 it was converted to the Central Legislative Assembly he remained its member as well, till 1926. Malaviya was an important figure in the non-cooperation movement. However, he was opposed to the politics of appeasement and the participation of Congress in the Khilafat movement. In 1928 he joined Lala Lajpat Rai, Jawaharlal Nehru and many others in protesting against the Simon Commission, which had been set up by the British to consider India's future. Just as the Buy British campaign was sweeping England, he issued, on May 30, 1932, a manifesto urging concentration in the Buy Indian movement in India. Malaviya was a delegate at the Second Round Table Conference in 1931. However, during the civil disobedience movement, he was arrested on April 25, 1932, along with 450 other Congress volunteers in Delhi, only a few days after he was appointed in 1932 at Delhi as the President of Congress after the arrest of Sarojini Naidu. In 1933, at Calcutta, Malaviya was again appointed as the President of the Congress. Thus before independence, Malaviya was the only leader of the Indian National Congress who was appointed as its president for 4 terms. On September 25, 1932, an agreement known as Pune Pact was signed between Dr. Ambedkar and Malaviya. The agreement gave reserved seats for the depressed classes in the provisional legislatures, within the general electorate and not by creating a separate electorate. Due to the pact, the depressed class received 148 seats in the legislature, instead of the 71 as allocated in the communal award proposal of the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald. After the pact, the communal award was modified to include the terms as per the pacts. The text uses the term depressed classes to denote untouchables among Hindus who were later called scheduled castes and scheduled tribes under India Act 1935, and the later Indian Constitution of 1950. In protest against the communal award which sought to provide separate electorates for minorities, Malaviya along with Madhav Shriyani left the Congress and started the Congress Nationalist Party. The party contested the 1934 elections to the Central Legislature and won 12 seats. Journalistic career. Malaviya started his journalistic career as the editor of the Hindi daily Hindustani unregistered trademark in 1887. Raja Rampal Singh of Kalakanka, impressed by the speech and the personality of Malaviya, during the Second Congress session in Calcutta held in 1886, requested Malaviya to take up this position. Then in 1889, he became the editor of the Indian Opinion. After the incorporation of Indian Opinion with the Advocate of Lucknow, Malaviya started his own Hindi weekly Abhyudaya, 1907–1909 under his editorship. Also, his poems were published under the pseudonym of a maker under unregistered trademark in a Harishchandra Chandrika unregistered trademark magazine, articles on religious and contemporary subjects published in a Hindi Pradeepa unregistered trademark. When the English government tried to bring in the Press Act and Newspaper Act in 1908, Malaviya started a campaign against the Act and called an All India Conference in Allahabad. He then realized the need of an English newspaper to make the campaign effective throughout the country. As a result, with the help of Motilal Nehru, he started an English daily The Leader in 1909, where he was editor 1909–1911 and president 1911–1919. In 1910, Malaviya started the Hindi paper Maryada. In 1924, Malaviya along with the help of national leaders Lala Lajpat Rai and M. R. Jarakar and industrialist Ghanshyam Daspla, acquired Hindustan Times and saved it from an untimely demise. Malaviya raised Rs 50,000 rupees to acquire the Hindustan Times and industrialist Ghanshyam Daspla paid most of the cash. Malaviya was the chairman of Hindustan Times from 1924 to 1946. His efforts resulted in the launch of its Hindi edition Hindustan in 1936. The paper is now owned by the Bla family. In 1933, Malaviya started Sanatana Dharma from B.H.U, a magazine dedicated to religious, dharmic interests. Legal career. In 1891, Malaviya completed his LLB. from Allahabad University and started practice in Allahabad District Court, and then from 1893 practiced at the High Court. He soon earned huge respect as one of the most brilliant lawyers of the Allahabad High Court. He gave up his legal practice when he was at his pinnacle in 1913 on his 50th birthday so that he could serve the nation thereafter. About his legal career, Satej Bajasapru mentions of him. A brilliant civil lawyer, and Samsa Ismail said, "I have heard a great lawyer say that if Mr. Malaviya has so willed it, he would have been an ornament of the legal profession." Malaviya only once again donned his lawyer's robe in 1924, following the Chauri Chaura incident in which a police station was attacked and arsoned in February 1922, as a result of which Mahatma Gandhi called off the then-launched civil disobedience movement. The Sessions Court had sent to gallows 170 persons for the attack. However, Malaviya defended them in the Allahabad High Court and was able to get 155 persons saved from the gallows. The remaining 15 also were recommended for clemency by the High Court, whereafter their sentences were also commuted from death to life imprisonment. During these arguments, the then Chief Justice Honorable Sir Grimwood Mears bowed thrice to Malaviya as a mark of great appreciation for the sheer brilliance of his arguments. Banaras Hindu University. In April 1911, Annie Besant met Malaviya and they decided to work for a common Hindu university at Varanasi. Besant and fellow trustees of the Central Hindu College, which she had founded in 1898, also agreed to Government of India's precondition that the college should become a part of the new university. Thus Banaras Hindu University was established in 1916, through a parliamentary legislation, the B.H.U Act 1915 feet, and today it remains a prominent institution of learning in India. In 1939, he left the vice-chancellorship of B.H.U and was succeeded by S. Radhakrishnan, who later became the President of India. Spread over 16.5 square kilometers and a student population of about 30,000, B.H.U is the largest residential university in Asia. Social work. Malaviya played an important part in the removal of untouchability and in giving direction to the Harijan movement. The Harijan Sevak Sangh was founded at a meeting in 1933 at which Pandit Malaviya presided. Malaviya asserted, "If you admit internal purity of human soul, you or your religion can never get impure or defiled in any way by touch or association with any man." To solve the problem of untouchability, Malaviya followed a Hindu method of giving mantra diksha to untouchables. He said that mantras would be a certain means of their upliftment socially, politically and spiritually. He worked for the eradication of caste barriers in temples and other social barriers. Malaviya made massive efforts for the entry of so-called untouchables into any Hindu temple. In March 1936, Hindu Dalit leader P.N. Robhaj along with a group of 200 Dalit people demanded entry at the Kalaram temple on a Rath Yatra day. Malaviya in the presence of priests of Kalaram temple, gave diksha to the assembled people and gave them entry into the temple. Then these Dalit members also participated in the Rath Yatra of Kalaram temple. In 1901 Malaviya established a boys' hostel named Hindu Hostel in Allahabad. Scouting, though, Scouting in India was officially founded in British India in 1909, at the Bishop Cotton's Boys' School in Bangalore. Scouting for native Indians was started by Justice Vivian Bose, Malaviya, Rider Nith Kunzru, Girija Shankar Bajpai, Annie Besant and George Arundale. Malaviya became its first chief scout. In 1913, he also started a scouting-inspired organisation called All India Seva Samiti. Legacy. The slogan Satyameva Jayate is also a legacy given to the nation by Pandit Malaviya as the president of the Indian National Congress in its session of 1918 at Delhi, by saying that this slogan from the Mundako Painasad should be the slogan for the nation. He started the tradition of Aarti at Har Ki Pauri Haride water, the sacred Ganga river which is performed till date. The Malaviya Dweepa, a small island across the At, is named after him and carries his bust. The Indian Postal Department issued postage stamp in his honour in 1961 to celebrate his 100th birth anniversary and then in 2011 to celebrate his 150th birth centenary. Malaviya Nagar in Allahabad, Lucknow, Delhi, Dehradun, Bhopal, Durg and Jaipur are named after him. A square-inch main city at Jabalpur is named after him and is called Malaviya Chowk. Malaviya National Institute of Technology at Jaipur is named after him, as is Madan Mohan Malaviya University of Technology in Gorakhpur, UP. The hostels of IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee Saharanpur campus and BITS Pilani and Hyderabad campuses are also named Malaviya born after him. In memory of him, Shrigat Vidyamandir, Indore celebrate his birth anniversary as Mahamana Divas on every December 25. They have also declared a fellowship program for poor Sanatan Vipra boys on this day. Mahamana's life-size portrait was unveiled in the Central Hall of India's Parliament by the then President of India Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and his life-size statue was unveiled in 1961 by the then President of India Dr. S. Radhakrishnan in front of the B.H.U main gate on the occasion of his birth centenary. In front of the main gate leading to the Assembly Hall and outside the porch, there exists a bust of P.T. Madan Mohan Malaviya, which was inaugurated by the former Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Dr. A.N. Jha on December 25, 1971. On December 25, 2008, on his birth anniversary, the National Memorial of Mahamana Madan Mohan Malaviya, Malaviya Smriti Bhawan was inaugurated by the then President of India APJ Abdul Kalam at 53, Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Marg, in Delhi. 2011 was celebrated as his 150th birth centenary by the Government of India under the chairmanship of India's Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who announced the establishment of a Centre for Malaviya Studies at the Banaras Hindu University in addition to scholarships and education-related awards in his memory, and UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi released a biography of Madan Mohan Malaviya. On December 24, 2014, Madan Mohan Malaviya was honoured with Bharat Ratna, India Euro unregistered trademark's highest civilian honour. Works, A Criticism of Montague Chelmsford Proposals of Indian Constitutional Reform. Printed by C.Y. Chintamani, 1918. Speeches and Writings of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya. Publisher G.A. Natesan, 1919. Biographies, Malaviyaji, A Brief Life Sketch of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, by B.J. Akkad. Pub. Vora, 1948. Malaviyana, A Bibliography of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya by Saroji Rao Gaikwad Library. Ed. Prithvi Nath Kaula. 1962. Role of P.T. Madan Mohan Malaviya in Our National Life, by Chandra Prakash R. Modern Publications, 1977. Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, A Socio-Political Study, by Sunderlal Gupta. Pub. Shuf Publications, 1978. Mahamana Madan Mohan Malaviya, An Historical Biography, by Parmanand Malaviya Adhyay and Sansthan, Banaras Hindu University, 1985. Struggle for Independence, Madan Mohan Malaviya by Sri Ram Bakshi. And More Publications, 1989. ISBN 81-7041-142-4. Madan Mohan Malaviya, The Man and His Ideology, by S. A. Bakshi. And More Publications, 1991. ISBN 81-7041-429-6. Madan Mohan Malaviya, by Sitram Chaturvedi. Pub. Division, Ministry of I&B, Govt. of India, 1996. ISBN 81-230-0486-9. Visionary of Modern India Madan Mohan Malaviya, by S. K. Maini, K. Chandramalai and Vishwanath Pandey. Mahamana Malaviyaji Trust. 2009. The Making of Malaviya by Professor Rakesh Pandey, 2010, Kishore Vidyaniketan, ISBN 81-86101-61-6. References. External links, Mahamana Madan Mohan Malaviya, biography at B.H.U website, Madan Mohan Malaviya University of Technology, Gorakhpur, Malaviya National Institute of Technology, Madan Mohan Malaviya at varanasi.org.in.